Hi everyone. You're gonna have to excuse my hair. I just took a shower. But I have to come on here because my heart is breaking. I'm gonna come on here and let you know. We just went to a person's house, young man, that I have had the privilege to work around at one time, and I got to witness how people treat him. They say he's slow, he stinks, he's not fast enough. Really tear him down. I've even seen them scream and yell at him. He always tried to be as happy as he could. Okay, so like a lot of times this person, he had a smile on his face, and I don't understand how we could judge people so harshly. I've even seen people try to motivate him and say, you just need to listen to some motivational music or some motivational speeches to get you out of your situation and everything. But do you really know the situation? Do you? Do you understand that that person, they may not have a mother or a father? They may be everything on their shoulders, spending most of their paycheck taking care of their grandparent. Me and Grace helped this person. I never knew how bad it was. And he's not one that talks about it. And they won't. Most of these people in these situations, they don't even talk about it. You know what it is? They think they can't do any better. They've been taught and raised that their life is always going to be this way. They're always going to struggle. They're always going to be living extreme poverty. But this person literally is one of the ones that will help anybody. I literally asked the other day for for one possible air conditioner for another person that was in the heat. He was going to give me 2. He was going to give me 2 of his personal ones. I mean, remember the parable of the 99 sheep? Yeah, he's the lost sheep. So stop getting angry and yelling at people. Today, we were gonna help this person clean up a little bit, get a fresh start in their life. This person is living in the worst, implorable, I think that's a word, health situation. If you've never been to one of these houses, one of these places, and you walk in, and it's not one of those places where you're like, oh, we just need a little cleanup, we need to scrub here, scrub there, maybe a hole in the floor, 1 or 2. This was horrible. I'm surprised this person doesn't have tumors everywhere in his lungs or on a respirator. And as a parent, I would be ashamed for my child to be living in something like that bad. And I'm not even telling you the worst of it, but that bad. Let's just say we are on a mission to get him out of there. Being able to stay in a place that he doesn't worry about dying in his sleep because he can't breathe. It's that bad. How could even the neighbors, it says in the Bible, help your neighbor. How can even the neighbor be okay with seeing this young man going in and out and staying in this home? You know why? Because they don't go inside the house. And you know why they don't clean it up? Number 1, it is not his fault that his family left him this mess. It is not his fault, and he should not be ashamed of it. But you know why they stay? Is because the enemy attacks, brings them down, depression, anxiety, getting majorly overwhelmed when they try to clean something, and they stay in it because what's the use? Just give up. I don't see how. This is one of the hardest working young men that just continues to go to work. How? I literally came back to my place and I literally cried over this young man and what he was living in. How? And yet taking care of a grandparent. He'd rather do without food for himself to feed others. That's getting to know your neighbors. That's understanding that you don't judge people, because you have no idea. You have no idea what that person is going through. How dare you yell at them? How dare you get after them? How dare you judge them? What a testimony this young man is going to have someday. We are calling on God to clear his path, to bring out so much to help him and show him. And I believe in the miracles that Jesus Christ can give, can provide, and that he will provide for him. It's been weighing on my heart as I got home, because you realize so many people have shopped and seen this young man. So many people have worked around this young man, and not one truly understands what he has had to go through and what is on his shoulders. He will succeed. Through the eyes of God, he will succeed. But I'm asking you right now, we ask for donations all the time, and not one person, I've had one help us out with a little bit of food, but not one person is sending money or helping in that manner, the financial, to help others. Not 1 cent goes to me. Not 1 cent goes to Grace. Not 1 cent. I still live out of my truck. I still live out of bags and on her couch. Not 1 cent. So I want to ask you, from the bottom of my heart, help us get him into at least a livable apartment. And he has a job. He gets paid. And I'm working on him to set boundaries so he can save some money for it. But we need help. He only needs help with the first month's rent or the deposit. He has to have close to $1,200 to move in. So please, you're gonna see at the end of this video, we will have all of our links of how you can send money. I don't care if it's $5, 50 cents. I don't care if it's $100. I don't care. God says tithe 10%. 10% of your flock. 10% of your stuff. 10% of your money. How much better is to give 10% to somebody who truly needs it? My heart is so heavy today, and I believe God made us go over there today to really see what is happening in this young man's life and other. A lot of times we pass by them, we don't care to even talk to them. How dare us? I feel ashamed as a mother. I feel ashamed for them. So please, help. I mean, it makes me feel better about living in my truck than living in a situation like that. Let's help him. You never know what other people are going through. You don't know the day they've had. You don't know the burdens they carry on their shoulders. So to those of you who this has hit a little bit hard, think of your own child and them having that much pride that you show up one day at their home and realize, oh my Lord, I've got to get them out of there. Think of this as yours, as one of your children, and let's help him. Because as a mom, what a testimony he's going to have, because he's that lost sheep. He's the lost sheep. Thank you for listening. Thank you for helping. I hope God weighs it on your mind. Send something, and let's help him get out of that situation. And I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart and from Jesus Christ, the bottom of his heart.